Now to a more lighthearted situation. Mos Def, a.k.a. Yasin Bey, hope I'm pronouncing that right, has said something about Drake that has caught the internet by storm. And it's unfortunate that this is kind of the thing that people pay attention to in interviews. And that's all people care about. But, this is media for you guys. This is what mostly people care about. Yasin Bey is among hip-hop's most prized MCs, and he has now shared his thoughts on one of the culture's current leading voices. During a Patreon-exclusive interview with the Cutting Room Floor that went live on Wednesday, January 10th, the Brooklyn native discussed modern rap and the person at its forefront. Let me play the clip.
Like, is Drake hip-hop?
Why are you doing this to me? Drake is pop to me. In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course. I mean,
it's commercial, entertaining, fun, good, formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it... I'm going to leave you alone. We're going to move on.
So many products.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses? What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling, where's the message that I can use?
Right.
What's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-poms?
All right. So I love Mos Def. I think he's a very, very, very talented MC. And, I think I wish he got his props more as an artist. With that being said, Drake is held to this standard that he should be a conscious rapper. And I don't know why. Maybe because he shows glimpses of that and people love it when he does show glimpses of that. Like 8 a.m. in Charlotte. He can spit all these bars, and there's tracks where he has glimpses of being a conscious rapper and being able to, be up there bar for bar with the best of them. So I don't know if this is coming from a place of just jealousy that Drake managed to, because when Drake started out, he's more of a rapper's rapper and then kind of went more of the pop route where, he makes more mainstream hits and adjusts to new sounds and stuff. And that was just Drake's route. That's the route he wanted to take. There's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know if this is coming from jealousy of Drake being able to balance, like really be able to do everything, because Drake can really do everything. Like if Drake wanted to drop a conscious album, he could drop a conscious album. Now, would it sell as much? Would it be as big as, if he did whatever, more pop mainstream music? Probably not. But conscious music doesn't sell for the most part. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't sell ever, but for the most part, it doesn't sell as much as mainstream hip hop and pop records do. With that being said, I think either Mos Def is jealous of the success, which a lot of people could potentially be, or Mos Def is disappointed in how Drake decided to use his pen game and his career. And that's a huge possibility because he's saying the pillars, how this is not going to be sustainable. We need more music that's meaningful of something, which I agree, because now but Drake just being the top guy is the target for that. But why are we putting everything on Drake? Drake needs to be this. Drake needs to be that. Drake needs to be this and that and that. It needs to be perfect. Drake has to be everything that everybody wants him to be, and that's it. Drake can't please everybody. You know, at that point of his career, at this point of his career, there's an audience that loves him for the pop music. There's an audience that loves him for the rapping. There's an audience that loves him for the singing. There's an audience that loves him for the slow melodies. There's an audience that loves him for the fast melodies. There's so much stuff that Drake does that he can't please everybody. Me personally, I don't view Drake as a pop artist because when he wants to rap, he can rap. There's no denying that. I think anybody who doesn't see that and wants to clown Drake and say he's whack and this and that and he doesn't write his own stuff. The whole don't writing his own stuff thing, when that whole Meek Mill thing and the whole whatever Quentin Miller, it was fun for show. Don't get me wrong. I was laughing at the situation as well. It was fun for the time being. But when we get to reality, Drake's written a lot of records for other people. Drake's helped a lot of other artists. Drake can catapult anybody's career at any point if he wants to. That's how much power Drake has in this hip-hop game. And further down to my point, Drake gets all this hate from random artists and people. One, because people are potentially jealous. Two, because Drake is very passive-aggressive in how he dresses people. You know what's going to happen from this? There's going to be no diss tracks. There's going to be no aggression from Drake. There's going to be him subliminally saying something like, oh, most definitely, like he's going to say most definitely instead of most def, and he's going to say some slick bars after saying most definitely, and it's going to sound like some slick shots at most def. And that's all we're going to get. We're going to get subliminal slick shots of him saying something like most definitely, play on words of most def, and that's it. That's all we're going to get. Instead, if Drake took the approach of, like, Scary Hours 3 had the potential to be his, like, kamikaze from Eminem, to respond to all the hate and just lyrically address them directly and destroy them. That's why Drake gets a lot of disrespect, because they know that Drake's going to be passive-aggressive with it. He's going to deliver some subliminal bars, and that's it. That's all you're going to hear from Drake. Instead, if Drake said, yo, nah, I'm not letting this narrative of you guys trying to push me in each direction. I'm better than all of you guys, and let me attack you directly. Mos Def, let me get at you directly. Joe Budden, let me get at you directly. Anybody else? Kendrick, which I know I'm instigating this little beef. I love the Drake and Kendrick beef. Oh, I wish that shit could just pop up. Kendrick, I'm better than you. This person, I'm better. Whatever. Anybody that's criticized Drake, get at him directly, and that's how you're gonna get people that put more respect on your name, because they respected you a lot during the Meek Mill thing. They didn't expect you to be that aggressive. When you came back with back-to-back, you dropped Charged Up and back-to-back immediately. 2 diss tracks before Meek Mill even could respond. People respected that. They're like, damn, Drake can go in. So I don't know what to take initially from what he said, Mos Def said. Obviously, Mos Def is very respected as an MC. But at the end of the day, man, looking at Drake to be the everything artist, to deliver everything, is not the right approach, man. Everybody has their lane, and if Drake really, there's a lot of like little dust from these fucking gloves. If Drake really wanted to do a conscious album, I think he could deliver a really great one. And that's my take on it. So